Hi everybody, hope the good times continue. I have already spoken to you in the last episode about my first encounter with the member of the Goose family. And as promised, today I am going to speak to you all about more encounters which happened with the Goose team in the early days. So here we go. See, I am talking about the scenario in the mid 70s and our conservative background was there. So keeping this in mind, whenever we wanted to booze, we means me and my group of young adventurous friends. Whenever we wanted to booze, what we have to find out is when do we booze, the time. Actually in those days, neither we had the money nor we had the courage to visit a pub. So as young tipplers, our chances of boozing were very limited. So what was the alternative with us? Okay, what we used to do is we used to wait for the very big occasions. And what were they? Durga Puja, Kali Puja, etc. When if we are staying out for the whole night, our parents were not worried. And there was the rare occasion that we go out on certain excursions. But that were very less and very restricted. So frankly speaking, what we had in the early days of boozing, when we were learning how to booze, we had hardly 7 to 8 days in a whole calendar year where we could have some meeting or encounters with the booze tribe. So having settled the time and when we can booze, next we have to see what we do, whom do we meet on those days. See, at that point of time, our only consideration was the economies. How much is the outgo for boozing? So we used to keep a budget of about between 40 to 50 rupees, which was enough to get a 750 ml bottle in those days. And we used to consider that a bottle will be finished by 4 of us. So that was the price we used to keep. So those two things settled. The time was settled and the price was settled. So now we come to the third variety. What do we drink? That remains a big question. Of course, our familiarity in those days, having first tried with beer which we never liked, were the three most common brands. We had whiskey and we had rum. And okay, we did have vodka also. So if we come to whiskies, what sort of whiskies do we drink? What was available? Let us see what was available in those days. In those days, there was a famous triangular shaped bottle called Aristocrat. Moving down from Aristocrat, we used to have Diplomat, and from Diplomat, we had another brand called Director Special. Wow! So listening to these brands, what do you all think? You think that these are all brands, posh brands. Okay, let us park this thought and see what else was available. We had some English sounding whiskies like Old Tavern, which was very popularly and lovingly called OT. Then we had another one called Hayward's. And then there was two Scots. One was Peter Scott, the other one was Bonnie Scott. Peter Scott was slightly expensive out of all these brands, and frankly speaking, for a long time I thought that Peter Scott was a Scotch, and Peter's cousin was Bonnie Scott, but Bonnie Scott was a real firebrand character. So, listening to the brands, what do you all feel? Of course, today's very popular number one choice, budget whiskey officer's choice, did not even make an entry into the Indian market at that point of time. So what do you think? You think that all these brands were for posh people? Nothing like that. They are all very budget whiskies which are available for people like us, and we had been schooled in these sort of brands. Then we come down to the rums. What sort of rums we were having on those days? We had the Eternal Old Monk. Then we had another variety called Triple X rum. And there are certain varieties which are very rare like Hercules. So what about vodka? As true-blooded monks, we were at that age only we were aware of the vodka swirling Russian comrades, and sometimes we also wanted to emulate those people. Okay, the choice was Red Tsar and Romanovs. Very romantic sounding Russian names, but in reality they had nothing to do with Russia. In fact, the favorite vodkas of today, like White Mischief and Smirnoff, had not even made an entry into the Indian market at that time. You see, we had a reasonably good choice. Next, the question came, why did we all drink? Okay, to answer this, I would say the first thing that was subconsciously in our mind was breaking of the conservative taboo. We all thought that this is a stuff which will make us very modern, and secondly, it is to keep pace with the others. So, in our times, as a boy, growing up boy or man, young man, if we are not drinking, we have not arrived. So these are the reasons. That time our schooling in drinks was pretty tough. We never had any idea of what a peg measure should be, and for a long time, all of us we thought that a peg was 100 ml and a full bottle had only 7.5 large pegs. Later on, when I came to know that a Patiala peg is only 90 ml, I was taken aback and thought my schooling had been pretty good. And that point of time, I at least did not distinguish between the tastes of various drinks, and I'm sure that my friends also never distinguished. What we did, we had an occasion for drinking. We would get any drink, mix it with water and just drink it. So that was those days. Of course, the taste of different types of drinks came much later, and along with it, how the taste was developed and which was preference was also coming at a later date of my drinking. I will slowly come to it as the episodes go by, but today I have told you about the types of drinks available in our youth and why we used to drink. Of course, the basic reasons why we used to drink and how we used to drink and when we used to drink. I think that by this time, you people all have had enough of my rantings and are pretty bored. So I won't keep you much longer. And maybe listening to so many types of drinks, you people will be feeling a little bit thirsty. So 3 cheers, ciao, and see you soon. Bye.